Hello, my friend. Welcome to this video here where I'm going to be sharing with you some extremely powerful diet information that is going to help to cleanse your body of toxins, heavy metals, chemicals, pollution, and all of this stuff that is currently right now as we speak residing in your liver. If you think that planet Earth is polluted and our oceans are polluted and our forests are polluted and so forth, yes, that is true. And of course, as well, inside of your body is polluted as well with all sorts of petrochemicals, all sorts of heavy metals, fragrances, and just chemicals of all kinds, detergents and this kind of stuff. You breathe it in, it gets stored in your liver, and because of the kind of diet philosophies that we subscribe to, because of the massive sea of misinformation that is pushed in today's culture, especially in the diet field, it seems like nobody has conclusive answers to specifically how to maintain optimal health and energy levels and well-being as a human being, how to be disease-free, free from chronic illness. This is something that is definitely stormy waters in order to figure out for yourself, but it's something that is possible. And I just wanted you to open your mind just for the duration of this video. I'm going to be presenting you some information you may not have heard before. It is extremely powerful. This is some next level diet information. Something that I had to discover on my own because I was struggling with eczema. I was struggling with severe seasonal allergies where my ears would fill up with mucus and I'd get ear infections and all this kind of stuff. So I was experimenting with different diets. I've done keto, I've done paleo, I've done vegan, and for years. So I've been doing this for over 8 years. And along my journey, I ran into this type of information that I'm going to be sharing with you today called the medical medium information. And in the beginning, it was really interesting for me. I tried it out for a couple months and then I kind of got distracted and then I tried all this other stuff. So it was only recently, around 6 months ago, when I developed these like red splotches all over my body. My eczema was just getting worse and worse and worse. I got this strong intuition to take the medical medium information seriously, and this led me down a rabbit hole of really seeing clearly just how delusional our modern health climate is. The health space is full of people making claims about things that they really don't understand about the human body. And just by studying the medical medium information alone, which is what I'm going to talk about here in this video, what that is and how you can apply it for yourself, I've developed a deeper understanding of health than 99% of people, including doctors and nutritionists. And the reason why this is possible is because right now, in the year 2024, the medical and nutritional curriculums that are actually taught in school, the actual science that is taught in school is heavily influenced by corporate and business interest. So it's very clear, I want to be very clear, that there are many assumptions that are taught in health school, like for example, the idea about autoimmune diseases, like if you have Hashimoto's or a thyroid problem, or if you have rheumatoid arthritis, or even certain times eczema. A lot of problems that modern health science doesn't understand, has no answers for, they are lumped into the autoimmune category. So basically what that means is that they say that your immune system, for some reason, we don't know why, maybe there's many factors, has gone haywire. Your immune system has gone haywire, it has gotten confused, and for some reason has decided to attack your own body. This is a theory, very important to understand. This is not, so people, I've debated with people about this, say, oh, there's plenty of research that proves the autoimmune theory. Absolutely not. the research, I don't want to go into all the details here because it's not that kind of video, but the research specifically around the autoimmune subject is not conclusive at all. The science is garbage, to be frank, and it's just essentially a way for science, doctors, nutritionists. Now, again, I want to be very clear. Doctors and nutritionists are great people, amazing human beings with good hearts, and they try their best to help people. So I'm not saying that your doctor's a bad person or that your nutritionist is a bad person or whatever. I'm saying the system that they've been using to give their health information, the system that they've studied, is corrupt by corporate and business interests and is not as advanced as we like to think. So whenever giving health information, the golden standard, right, is to provide all these scientific studies. Well, this study shows this, and I'm right because of this. But the problem now is that there's 1,000 different people with 1,000 different opinions. Someone's saying carnivore, someone's saying vegan, someone else is saying paleo, someone's saying keto, someone's saying plant-based, someone's saying, no fruit, this and that, whatever. All of them are they're all using science to justify their opinions. So now we've created this sort of war where everyone's kind of throwing studies at each other and slapping each other in the face with their studies. But wait a second. Still in the background, there's millions, actually hundreds of millions of people in North America alone, many of which are women, a big chunk of which are women, suffering from chronic illnesses, getting no answers, going to 10 doctors with a thyroid problem, for example, going to 10 doctors, trying 10 different kinds of medications, getting mediocre results, if not any results at all, trying all sorts of alternative healing modalities like Chinese medicine and Ayurveda and acupuncture, and being told that it's their own fault for manifesting their illness and so forth. So what I'm trying to describe is that our current climate in the health field is horrible. We are not healthy as a species right now. It's very important that I want you to understand this. We're not doing well health-wise, which is why you, or maybe people you know, are sick, have actual physical illnesses, like they complain about developing severe allergies to random foods for no reason, or having horrible mucus whenever they eat a certain food, or having energy problems, migraines, even developing certain ADD, or having PTSD or depression. A lot of these things, very important, skin issues like I struggled with, a lot of these things are actually caused by a factor that we're going to talk about right now. Okay, so I had to set the stage for you a little bit. So this information I'm going to be sharing with you is called the medical medium information. It's very, very powerful, and it comes from a man named Anthony William, who was born with a gift to essentially be given very high quality advanced information about how to heal human beings using mainly fruits and vegetables. So when he was 4 years old, he was able to predict his grandmother's lung cancer. He was only 4 years old. He told his grandmother she has lung cancer, which scared her. So she went to the doctor a week later and actually was diagnosed with lung cancer. So Anthony William receives this extremely high quality information in a sort of mystical way, in a spiritual way. And you know what? If that seems a little bit far out for you, okay, that's fine. Then don't worry about the premise. What really matters at the end of the day is that the information works extremely well. It makes a lot of sense, a lot of common sense, and it's very effective. It has healed tens of thousands of people who have already gone to seeing 20 doctors and gotten no results and no answers. It has helped them to heal and reverse their thyroid problem, their cancer, their Alzheimer's, their weight gain, their gallbladder issues, their kidney stones, and their arthritis, and all of this. A lot of stuff, okay? So this is like how to be healthy. Okay, let's start. Number one, first thing you need to understand, very, very important, your body's polluted. Your body, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna be a little bit frank here, okay? But first thing you need to understand, your body is polluted. Your liver right now, as we speak, like I was mentioning in the beginning of the video, contains all sorts of heavy metals, arsenic, lead, copper, nickel, aluminum. A lot of this comes from the air you breathe, from the food you eat that's sprayed with pesticides, from the water that you drink, full of chemicals and toxins and metals in there. Okay, that stays in your liver. A lot of it stays in there, doesn't get cleaned. Your body does clean itself, very important, it does clean itself, but not if you don't support it. So if you're eating a high-fat diet, which is a high-protein diet, which is what 90% of people are eating. If you look around you, your friends and family, everyone trying to build muscle, everyone trying to be healthy, the first thing you're told is you need to eat protein. If you want to be healthy, eat more protein. So this is something I've made a whole nother video about, I'm going to talk about in the future, but this is actually propaganda from meat, egg, and dairy industries that have exacerbated and blown up out of proportion the importance that protein plays in your diet so that they can sell more product. Okay, you don't actually need as much protein as you think you do in order to build muscle, in order to be strong, in order to be healthy. And actually it's detrimental because the high fat diet, so if you're carnivore, you know, you're eating all this raw butter, this steak and all this stuff. Now it's okay to have meat once in a while, okay? But what I'm saying is that the fat, when you eat high fat, okay, so too much meat, you know, 3 times a day, all this eggs and butter and nuts and avocados and all this stuff, what this does is it clogs your liver and it prevents your body from cleansing properly. Okay, your liver is like a filter, but it also has to digest all that fat that you put in there. So when all you eat is fat, all day, every day, 5 times a day, you won't be getting any of these toxins out, including also detergents, chemical fragrances. And the main thing that you need to understand is that your body has a lot of viruses that live in you, viruses and pathogenic bacteria. So specifically like strep. When you get strep that one time when you're 5 years old or 6 years old, it stays in your body. It doesn't leave, it just stays in there and it flares up every year. It comes back. It's because it lives inside you. You have a pathogenic bacteria living inside your body. Some people have H. pylori in terms of viruses. Some people have Epstein-Barr virus. They have herpes. They could have the shingles virus. They could have HPV. They could have cytomegalovirus. Forget how to pronounce that. So you have viruses living in your body, okay? And a lot of them don't show up on tests because some of them, like Epstein-Barr virus, for example, they actually live inside your organs. They can burrow inside your liver, inside your thyroid. They create scar tissue in there and they can actually nest in there, and they slowly over 10 years, over 20 years build their ranks inside your body. And then after, when you're 20 years old, 30 years old, as you get older and older, you don't know this is happening. You don't know this is happening. You're eating healthy, right? You're eating your eggs and bacon in the morning, right? Your high protein. You're eating your chicken and rice. And you know, you're just, you know, you're doing you're exercising, maybe you're going to the gym, you're lifting weights, you're doing your hot yoga, your cold plunges, you're meditating, you know, you're healthy, right? You're being healthy. But then when you turn 30, all of a sudden you develop a thyroid condition, or you develop a horrible skin condition, or you develop an extreme food sensitivity, or you get hot flashes, or chronic migraines, and your health basically takes a downward spin. This is the truth of what is happening to millions, hundreds of millions of people in our countries, all over the world right now. And if it's not happening to you or your loved ones yet, just wait a little bit. Just wait 5, 10 years. It's getting worse and worse because the rate of chronic illnesses has gone up proportionally with the rate of industrial pollution in the Industrial Revolution. So as we've industrialized as a society, we've also increased our rates of chronic illness, including things like autism, ADD, mental health. A lot of mental health things are caused by actual pollutants in the brain, like lead, like arsenic, like aluminum, and this sort of stuff. Okay? So, number one thing you need to understand, your body's polluted. We need to undertake a diet plan that helps to get this stuff out. Now, again, remember, it's not about my ideology. It's not about if I like meat, if I don't like meat, if I'm on the animal protein team or on the vegan team. I've been on every team before in the past, and I'm getting my info from Medical Medium. You might say, well, Adam, well, then you're on the Medical Medium team. Well, yeah, there's a reason why I'm on the Medical Medium team, though, because when you actually scour the playing field of information and you really just read all of it, just because you're interested in the truth, you don't really care about picking sides or this or that. You just want to be healthy and you just want to understand how the human body works. That's really all you care about. You don't care about taking the side of science, taking the side of the alternative stuff or this or that. You just really don't care. You just want the highest quality info that makes the most sense, that has clear descriptive explanations for every single chronic illness that exists on planet Earth, with a highly effective, proven, battle-tested protocols that actually heal and reverse these chronic illnesses. If you want that, if you're interested in that, you would do your best to check out the Medical Medium information for yourself. The best thing you can do maybe is buy one of his books. Maybe you can get an audio book. They're free on Spotify if you have a Spotify membership. You can download a PDF or whatever it is, but you want to study the Medical Medium information for yourself. I'm trying to shove it into this short video, but I can't. There's a lot of stuff. It took me over a year to really deeply study a lot of it, so I'm doing my best to give you the spark notes here, but you're gonna have to look deeper into this for yourself, okay? If you want to know more why I'm saying what I'm saying, you can just Google Medical Medium website and medicalmedium.com, buy his book, look more into it. Cleanse to Heal is a good book to start with, okay? So let's just talk about what's the fruit and vegetable based diet plan. So again, it's a lot to cover, okay? I'm trying to just really open a door for you. It's your job to sort of step through the door. So essentially, you're cleansing your body, your liver, and you're giving it space, especially in the morning, to flush. Because as you sleep at night, your liver is actually going through and cleaning all the gunk and the garbage out of your body. Okay, so that hamburger that you ate, that piece of pizza, even those chicken wings that you had 5 years ago, and a lot of this. I'm gonna turn my flash on my phone, 1 second. So as you sleep, your liver is cleansing. It's cleaning out a lot of the gunk, a lot of the junk that you've been exposed to throughout the day, okay? So when you wake up in the morning, you want to help your liver flush a lot of that stuff out. You can imagine like your liver's taking all the garbage out to the curb. And then when you do something like drinking 16 ounces of lemon water, where you squeeze half a lemon into a glass of water, you drink that whole thing, it's like a tidal wave that comes in and it flushes all of the gunk out of your body. So when you have a large amount of lemon water, like a tall glass, 500 milliliters, or even 2 tall glasses, that's a liter of water, lemon water, the lemon helps to bind to a lot of that junk, a lot of those toxins, and it actually helps to flush it out of your system. So that's key. First thing in the morning, after you brush your teeth, before you eat anything, you just drink that lemon water on an empty stomach. It's extremely helpful. There's other protocols that medical medium talks about that focus on cleaning and cleansing viruses out of the liver and out of the body, like drinking 16 ounces of celery juice on an empty stomach every morning. That's key because celery juice is a medicinal herb where the sodium cluster salts in the celery, over 80 varieties of it, many of which is not discovered by modern science and research. This is very important. I want you to understand this is not just a reskinning of the Mediterranean diet, or this is not stuff that is known by nutritionists, by doctors, unless they specifically got it from medical medium information, because the source that medical medium is channeling, Spirit of Compassion, actually has an extremely advanced understanding of the human body, of what kinds of herbs and fruits and vegetables, how they heal the human body, specifically what's inside them, with a way more advanced and more comprehensive understanding than science has. Because science isn't, the truth is, guys, just so you know, the truth is that science isn't investing tens of millions of dollars to figure out every single antioxidant that exists within a lemon. There's no business incentive there. No one can make money off of knowing every single antioxidant that's inside of a lemon. It's very important that you understand that science and research in today's day and age and throughout history, just so you know, it's funded by business interest. It's not just this like pure search for the truth. Okay? In theory, in your mind and in your ideas, ideally, science is that. But actually, in the field, in truth, science is subject to corruption by corporate interest, by certain paradigm lock, which means when you just get attached to one idea, like protein law, for example, you just get attached to that idea and you're not willing to question it. So you're building your model on top of ideas that might be false, and then those false assumptions, they don't go questioned because it's a lot of work, okay? So I don't want this video to go too long. I don't want to go into the whole epistemology of science, okay? But I've done it in other videos and we're going to talk about it more. So just know medical medium information, it's far and ahead advanced compared to modern science information, and you want to check for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Buy a book, read it, think for yourself. Maybe I'm wrong. You got to check, you got to think. Okay, it takes a lot of work. It takes a year to think of it. Don't just pass judgment just because you read one thing that medical medium says that disagrees with what a science study says. You can't just throw everything out. You got to be curious. Wait a second to pass judgment. You got to look at reality from this new lens for 3 to 6 months. Test the diet on yourself. Do the morning cleanse, like I've spoke about in other videos. And also, medical medium is saying you're eating large quantities of fruit, okay? The sugar in fruit is really good for you. You can have massive quantities of it. It's not going to hurt you in any way. You need sugar. Sugar's good for you, and this is something that, again, is not understood. The sugar that's in a chocolate cake is not the same as sugar that's in an apple. Okay, I've heard scientists say that the molecules of sugar in the apple are the same as the molecules of sugar in a chocolate cake. Wrong. Wrong. One of them is designed by God to grow off the trees that we've been eating for millions of years, that's full of phytochemicals, antioxidants, and liquid that helps to clean and flush and fuel your brain and your organs and to help you be healthy. The other one's a chocolate cake. That's sugar extracted from molasses that's then mixed with eggs and wheat and dairy. So of course it's different, okay? It's a completely different thing. Healthy sugars, good for you, okay? And also eat lots of vegetables, lots of steamed vegetables, lots of leafy greens every single day. And I've spoken about it in other videos, okay? So I don't want this one to be long. This was an introduction to the medical medium information, why the medical medium information is the healthiest diet on planet Earth by far, because it's actually not leaning on science, because again, science is heavily corrupted by corporate and business interest and by profit incentive. Okay, it's very important you understand these studies. You know, not one study has been done on celery juice. Not a single study. There's not one study that's been done on it. Even though for the last 20 years, there's literally been thousands of healing anecdotal accounts of people reversing and healing all sorts of chronic illnesses, including cancer, thyroid problems, skin problems, myself included. So there's not one study going in that direction, because celery juice cannot be sold, it cannot be privatized, and it cannot be patented. And it actually would end up losing a lot of money for pharmaceutical companies that actually profit a lot off of this whole human sickness thing that we've been discussing in this video. So just know your body's polluted. Fruits and vegetables help to clean your body, okay? Then you won't have these chronic illnesses. And then if you want more details, if you're struggling or a loved one is struggling with a chronic illness, Google it on the Medical Medium website, okay? See what Medical Medium has to say about it. Purchase one of his books, read his explanations, and do his diet protocol. Give it a good 6 months. It takes a bit of an adjustment period, but I'm telling you, this is the healthiest, strongest, happiest, most beautiful, most amazing way to live, because you are connected with nature and you're connected with the natural healing goodness of fruits and vegetables. Yes, you can absolutely heal severe chronic illnesses with a fruit and vegetable based protocol. Of course, if you're on medication or whatever, you can do it alongside your medication as well. Talk to your doctor, okay? But when it comes to the core of what's actually doing the healing, it is those fruits and vegetables, because you need to understand what's wrong with you first before you go for a healing solution, okay? And that's why the medical medium info is so powerful, is because it explains the root cause of how the human body works and what causes sickness in the human body, okay? It's pollutants, it's viruses, and it's pathogenic bacteria. So important you understand this on a detailed, deep, detailed level. You'll see the common sense and the logic in the medical medium material is next level. It is not as good logic as in many scientific studies, in many nutritionists, or the conventional mainstream paradigm doesn't understand the cause of any of these chronic illnesses at all. But they have plenty of expensive pharmaceutical-based solutions for you to take, even though they don't understand the cause. Because if they did understand the cause, then they wouldn't be able to sell you anything, and they wouldn't be making billions of dollars every year off of everyone that's sick. Okay, so don't be one of them. Your friends and family deserve to be healthy. I love you. I have nothing, I don't have nothing to sell you. I just want you to be healthy because it's important to me. Okay, so try it out for yourself. Buy one of the books, and I'll see you in the future videos where we're going to go into more detail. Okay, I love you. Bye.